Hey, I'm Metanoia Webb, aka Globetrotting Stiletto, creator and host of Cupcakes and Café with GTF. With over a decade of experience working in publishing and media, I've crossed paths with extraordinary people. I'm talking some of the most influential names in the biz. And when you're a tastemaker, globetrotting is inevitable. So I thought, what better way to find out the secrets that keep these visionaries at the top of their game than to chat over tasty cupcakes and a delicious cup of joe. Get ready for candid conversation and a few good laughs on Cupcakes and Café with GTF. So, Mr. Flynn, it's been a while.
Yes, it has.
Yes, I think the last time that I physically saw you was in about 08.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're married.
Yep.
With kids.
Yes.
Running digital strategy at Commonground.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So congratulations. Go
Thank you.
Aubrey, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
So success for you didn't happen overnight.
No.
I want you to walk me through your journey. You know,
Okay.
from Trigger State to Bad Boy to your current gig.
Wow.
I want to know it all.
Okay.
All right?
Sure. It all started at home with my family.
Right.
I was raised by two very humble, spiritual parents from the Caribbean, from Jamaica, and they really just taught me that working hard was gonna really be the way to attain anything and to make it. And my father worked really hard, my mother worked hard. I ended up losing my mother at the age of 14 to cancer.
Wow.
So my father and I, all through my high school years, it was just the two of us. And you know, he's a hard worker to this day. So to see my father do it, you know, with, you know, having a job that really wasn't paying a lot and kind of setting me off in the right way, it gave me everything I needed to take the baton when I got to college and kind of continue the journey from there.
So he was really shaping you to be a man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be the man that I am today at all without my father's presence and my mother.
Right.
So I'm thankful to them. So that's kind of where it started, because the character, some of the morals and the values I have, and that all comes from home.
Even discipline. Because to be
Absolutely.
successful and to work hard takes a lot of discipline.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Fast forward, you know, even to my first internship.
Right.
I scored my first internship at Bad Boy Worldwide,
Okay.
and it was actually for Blue Flame Agency, which is Sean Combs' marketing agency. Somebody introduced me to this marketing retreat. I went, put on my nice professional clothes. I think I was like a junior in college at the time.
You had on a suit?
Yeah, I had a suit. You know, I had my resume.
You love a suit, Aubrey. When I met you, I think I met you in a
right,
suit.
I probably was. You know.
And some wingtips and
Right.
fresh. Fancy.
Right. But yeah, so even going back to then, it was all about me taking the opportunity to meet some people, and that turned into me getting a few business cards from a lot of folks in the entertainment industry,
Right.
in the marketing world. My first job was telemarketing, so I learned the importance of a script. So what I did after I got to that retreat, when I came back to school, I lined up all of the contacts I had. I had a phone script. I had a fax written out for everyone. I had an email typed up, printed them all out. So people would come to my dorm and they would see all these papers. And they're like, what are you doing? Let's go to the club.
Right.
I'm like, yo, I can't go tonight. I gotta get this thing right. I gotta email, you know, all
Everybody.
my people today. You know? So that was the process, and I've never really, it's never felt like work, you know? Because I've always been chasing a dream, it's always been fun. It's always been an adventure, you know? So that's really, that opportunity to network, that opportunity to sit down and organize all the contacts, that opportunity led to me actually having a conversation with the vice president of marketing at Blue Flame at the time, a gentleman named Emmett Dennis, who to this day is still like my big brother and my mentor. And you know, he'll tell you, like, I literally probably stalked him for about 3 months.
I can attest to that, because I think about the first way that I actually got my job. I took my job. It was not a job for me. They created it.
See?
rose up to the source and I said, hey, I need to talk to the editor-in-chief. I was a hungry intern at InStyle.
There you go.
You know, and it's kind of like no meeting, nothing formal.
Right.
I had to wait in the lobby for like 2 hours. He hazed me.
Right.
I was on my lunch break, and a week later I got an offer to be his assistant.
See?
You know, so it's kind of like there's no set formula for how it's supposed to happen. But if you want it and you're hungry enough to go after it, then you will bring your reality into fruition. Like you'll make it happen. So where's that special place that you go to just regroup and plot your next move?
There's a place in New Jersey, right on the edge of the Hudson River, and it has a beautiful view of the New York City skyline. It's very inspirational to me. You know, I love views. You know, so you know, right there, the water and the city, and it's, like I said, very inspirational. So I've gone there to pray. A lot of my prayers have been answered right there.
Wow.
I proposed to my wife right there.
Wow.
I've made a lot of wishes that have come true right there. You know, and a lot of the steps that I've taken in faith started right there. So
that's deep.
That's what I'm saying. It's a very personal place for me.
That's
deep.
How'd you find it?
How did I find it? You know, I think I was attracted to the view. You know, I was just driving around the neighborhood, and I ended up finding it. And for some reason, I just ended up going back.
So your spirit took to it, like the
Absolutely.
first time you sat there and just.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. So you know, the focus of this series is essentially to highlight how travel influences tastemakers in the industry, their creativity, how it keeps them inspired.
Right.
So I need to know from you, like, what are some of your favorite destinations? Like, where you going? Nationally, locally, internationally, partying, shopping, eating, sleeping, drinking, all that. So where are those spots for you?
You know, there's one spot that's just very important to me for a variety of reasons, and it's Jamaica. You know, Jamaica is it for me. Jamaica, number one, it's where my family's from, and my family comes from very humble beginnings. So I'm a first generation American. I'm a Jamaican American, and you know, my grandmother had 12 children.
Wow.
Yeah, my grandfather was a minister, and he was a traveling minister. So she was home with these 12 children in the country of Jamaica. So if you hear my father tell you about his childhood, he talks about walking 2 miles at 6 in the morning to tie a goat to a tree and get some water, and come back, and then he had to walk another 4 miles to school, and he didn't have shoes. So
it's real.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real. So to know that lifestyle was one generation before
you.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
That when I go to Jamaica, even if I'm at the resort, you know, right when I take my trip off of the resort to like the real countryside where the villages are, where real
Where's your
people
family
are.
from?
Well, my mother's from Hanover.
Okay.
Right? And my father will tell you he's from Kingston, right? Like a lot of Jamaicans will. But
that's so true.
But he's
maybe from St. Elizabeth,
Black
River or something. Yeah.
Right. But honestly, it's from one of those places where I make a joke with him all the time. I say, Dad, is that place really on the map? Like, I've never seen it on the Jamaica map. The things that are scary, quote unquote, are the things that I'm chasing after.
Wow.
So that's what's next for me. I wanna get to it while everybody else is scared of it.
Terrified.
Right.
Brilliant.